Right, we're here at Wembley. We've got Tottenham, haven't we? We've got Tottenham on the weekend in the cup final, and so we thought we'd come down to Wembley to, sort of get a taste of the atmosphere. It feels a bit like the calm before the storm at the moment, and even more brilliantly, I've been joined by Jake from the We Ain't Got No History site. So, if you don't know, it's a fantastic Chelsea blog, so make sure you check it out. It's weaintgotnohistory.com. It's really, really good. We found out from these boys, these bunch of whatever, that Nemanja Matic can't play in the cup final. They reduced his ban, which sounds ridiculous. It's either a ban or it's not, in my opinion. But they've reduced it, but he still can't play in the cup final. Jake, is that a big loss? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, first of all, thanks very much for having me. Huge fan of the site and couldn't be more happy to be on. Yeah, Matic, he's a huge blow. In the past 14 months, since he's been back to Chelsea, Chelsea's only conceded 28 goals in the 42 matches when Matic has been on the pitch, which is about 2/3 of a goal per game. In the 14 months prior, they actually conceded 1.1 goals per game in that previous 14 months.
You're not cheering me up, Jake. You're not cheering me up.
With Matic, Chelsea's conceding 40% fewer goals, so it's definitely a big blow.
Oh dear. And so I suppose Tottenham will be rubbing their hands together. They'll be loving this. That stat is pretty terrifying, isn't it? The fact that we're such a better team with Matic around is not good at all. So Tottenham are going to be buzzing with this knowledge. I highlighted Harry Kane before as being a threat, but I wasn't particularly complimentary about him. And then he went and sort of played brilliantly and scored a couple of goals against us or whatever. He is the player that I'm going to highlight this time, but seriously, I think we really need to watch him. He's a very good player, very talented, so we really need to keep him quiet. Anybody from Tottenham scare you?
Not particularly. Kane's a good goal scorer, Chadley, Eriksson, Townsend to some extent, but the offense pretty much goes to those four, so as long as we can contain them, I don't think there's too much else that can hurt us.
And are you confident? Do you feel like we can contain them?
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
Good. Right, I think our team for the cup final basically picks itself, in my opinion. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts, so make sure that you comment, let us know your team. But Jake and I have had a bit of an argument. There's there's two issues that we disagree on. We completely agree on 9 out of the 11, but not on two positions. For me, Kurt Zouma has to play. Gary Cahill was roasted. It was the beginning of the end for him at White Hart Lane this year. And I think that Harry Kane really got the better of him, and so much so that Gary Cahill resorted to just booting him in the back. That's how frustrated he was. I think you disagree. You think that Cahill should play?
Yeah, it's definitely not unprecedented to start a defender in a cup final, as we saw with Ryan Bertrand in the Champions League final. Zouma is very physical. He's young. He has full potential. But I think in a cup final, you have to go with the proven winner, and that's Gary Cahill.
It's a good argument. Do you guys agree? And the other one that we massively disagree on, I've gone Thibaut Courtois. I think Courtois has to play. I think he was fantastic against Paris Saint-Germain, and therefore he should keep his place in the team. I don't think that we should be chopping and changing it too much, particularly when people have done so well. You've gone Petr Cech on your team, I noticed.
Yeah, I have. I was thinking Blackman, but I decided to go Cech. Yeah, I think old school, new school. I think Cech, again, he's a proven winner, and I feel most confident with him between the pipes.
Fair enough. So there are the two teams. That's the main disagreement between us two. Let us know what you think. And remember, we've got a cup final. This is going to be brilliant. We've got a cup final on Sunday against our biggest rivals. So make sure we're going to be here all day. So tune in. Make sure if you're coming to the game, come and talk to us. Sophie will be here doing fan cams after. She'll be talking to fans before. So make sure you tune in. It's going to be brilliant. Come on, you Blues.